Good morning, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. We got back from Tony's and Caputo, so I have both stores to share with you guys. It looks like everything at Tony's ended up ringing up and came up at the right price, with the exception of potentially two things. I think it's weird. The Idaho potatoes, I think they were supposed to be on sale for $1.99. However, they ended up ringing up at $5.99, but then a $2 coupon came up, and I think that came off, but I think that's like the store savings kind of, because they're supposed to be, I think, like a limit of 1 or 2 or something like that. What I actually think is that they were supposed to be priced at like $3.99, and then the $2 limit coupon was supposed to come off. So they didn't actually, I think I might have overpaid $2 on them. I can't completely tell because there's so many, the coupons are all in little different spots kind of on the receipts, and they're not just right after each other. So I'm not completely sure about that, but I think that might be potentially what ended up happening. Honestly though, still, even at what I pay $3.99 for them, $3.99, kind of expensive, but it was a 10-pound bag. And honestly, right now, guys, potatoes are a little expensive. They should have still, again, been the price that they were advertised for if they didn't come up properly, but I think they did. The other thing too is that I think I was planning on, with the bath tissue, I did have a $1 off coupon, but I don't entirely think it came off. But I do think the one for the paper towels came off. So I think maybe it was $3 over what I should have actually been charged, which would have actually made me under 50 bucks for all this stuff, which is kind of crazy even with tax. So like I said, I thought that was really awesome. But for when I ended up picking up, because I got a lot of stuff at Tony's because they had their grand opening sale. So our location is the new one, that I think that this is for all the locations, so that they're having the sale potentially, but they have got their grand opening sale because they just opened this new location where the Valley Produce was. So they had a ton of stuff that was super cheap, so we were able to get a bunch of really good deals. So again, I will share all of those with you guys today. And then at Caputo's, we ended up, everything it looks like to ring up for the most part right over there, and I ended up getting eggs, which was awesome, for sale too. So that was really great. They ended up, I think it was 11 something there, and that was with tax. So overall, I think we were just under 65 bucks for both stores, which again, when I show you guys what we got at Tony's, was actually really awesome, because we got a lot of meat, we got a lot of other stock up stuff and things like that, and they had everything that was on my list I was able to find, no problem, which was super awesome. And on top of that too, I was telling you guys yesterday's vlog that I was going to do breakfast for dinner tonight, because I wanted to use up some of our older eggs, because I definitely do not want them to expire, but I want to have those ones that we just bought, in the fridge for a while until we end up using them, because we'll use them for baking and stuff like that just sporadically. So we always like to have a dozen or 2 eggs in the fridge, but because we have been trying to avoid using them right now, and I bought a little much when Matthew was home for Christmas break, because he was doing a lot of when he come back from the gym, he'd wind up working out, so I did have extras kind of too. So now that he's not here, I think we still have 2.5 dozen maybe left, so I'm gonna probably wind up using a dozen or so to make a breakfast for dinner, because I also got bacon at Tony's, and I also got some fruit between Tony's and Caputo's too, so we'll probably do that, and maybe even too with yogurt, because we have a ton of yogurt so that we got at Meyer. So I was thinking that's a really good use for that, and just do a breakfast for dinner kind of thing. And then but tonight, because I was able to get some bakery bread from Tony's for, again, super cheap, I found split pea soup out in the freezer that I just actually need to warm up. So I am doing that for dinner tonight. We're going to do that with the fresh bread from the bakery. So that was really awesome. It was actually super busy out at Tony's, and I think it was in part to the sale, the grand opening sale, but also too because we're supposed to be getting snow, which it is currently just now started snowing. We avoided it for the entire time we were out at the store, and now it is snowing out. So we're supposed to get, I think my mom said possibly 6 inches of snow more, which is, I'll show you guys what it looks like outside right now, but we got a lot of snow already, so another 6 inches is just gonna be piling on. It's not like that much, but it's more than just like, oh, we just have like a little bit of snow outside. It's like we probably have at least a good couple inches already, and like I said, now we're possibly supposed to get 6 more. So anyways, let me share with you guys what we ended up picking up at the grocery stores today. So right here, guys, this was everything we ended up picking up at Tony's. So like I was saying, we ended up spending $52.10. I think, like I said, potentially could have been $3 cheaper, so we would have been just under 50 bucks for everything. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure about how the potatoes worked, if, like I said, there wasn't like an additional coupon that also ended up taking off at the end, and also too, if I just can't find the other coupon for the toilet paper. But for the most part, I'm not seeing it. It looks like, for the, again, everything else ended up coming up at the right price, and all the coupons took off. This one was not actually advertised, but I do, they have tons of these, like a bunch of these coupons in their like their app. They have a ton of coupons for this brand of like the toilet paper and paper towels, and so they had them on sale this week, so I was like, I'll just clip all those coupons. And like I said, either it didn't come off, it wasn't that right, you know, kind, or there wasn't, you know, it had expired already or whatever. But I was probably picked them up anyway just because the sale price, but then when the coupon made it even better, so that was awesome. Like I said, you know, getting the extra savings, but the coupon was not what was advertised. It was just the regular sale price of the store, and then they had additional coupons in the app that weren't advertised, so I was able to just clip those and get a couple extra. You know, I was potentially $2. I think it only took off just the one for the paper towels, but they had like different coupons too. That was like paper towels, toilet paper, then one that was like a paper towel and toilet paper, then there was another one for toilet paper. So like I said, I don't know if it just didn't take off, or it was like a limit of one. You could only use like the one coupon, you know, for, you know, whatever it was, like, you know, like coupon or from that brand, or if that was how it took off or whatever it was. I'm not completely sure. Like I said, the potatoes potentially might have just been the only thing that wasn't working like it should, but they had tons of people kind of running all over the place today. It was a little chaotic because, again, there were a lot of people in the store, and there was also a lot of like store employees, you know, and stuff like that. But it was a lot easier shopping finally now that everything is, like, you know, done, and construction for the most part looks like it's kind of done and everything's where it's supposed to be. And they have all of the new stuff, you know, new floor, new you know, layout and stuff like that too for everything. It's funny though, because my dad talks to one of the guys that works at the deli all the time, and he originally told us that they were moving the deli to like where the seafood or the butcher place is or something like that, and they haven't moved it yet. So I'm not actually sure if they're moving it now, and so, you know, or like they end up changing the layout from what he originally told us, because he told us like originally when they first started construction, my dad was like, oh, what's going on? And they're like, oh, they sold, you know, like they're, you know, going to be a Tony's, and was telling us about how the layout was supposed to look and stuff like that. And it's not exactly like that. Some of the stuff is kind of moved around, but I'm wondering if they changed it, like I said, from the original time. But it was cool to, you know, like I said, finally be there with everything kind of done. And, you know, finally too, I'm hoping that they stay on top of, like, you know, because for a while they were under construction, it seemed like the stuff that they had on sale, they like wouldn't have enough of. And so a lot of times, like the sale items, they'd just be completely out of, like, any of the coupons, deals, and, you know, whatever it was, like they just hardly ever ended up having any of them. So they were like completely totally well stocked in the stuff that they had today, which was really awesome. I was able to find every single thing that was on my list. Even some of the stuff that I still saw was in the ad that I didn't end up doing, they had in the store, which was also awesome. So let me get straight into the deals. So starting off with, let me just do the coupon deals that were advertised. They did have the Best Choice butter. That was $1.99 with a like digital coupon. It was a limit of 1. They also had the Driscoll berries were on sale for 99 cents with the digital coupon, and it was a limit of 2. So I went ahead and picked up 2 of those. And then also too, the butternut bread. That was on sale for 99 cents with a limit of 2. I got the whole grain wheat and the regular white bread. And originally when I was, again, going through my list, I thought that one of the coupons didn't come off, but then I went through it again and I did see both came off. So that's where I'm saying, like, the paper towels and the toilet paper and the potato coupons could have come off at a different point. I just might have not noticed it, because originally that's what I thought with the bread, and I went back through and saw that it did take off. So like I said, that was a limit of 2. Then the other deal, again, I ended up doing that was with a coupon, but it was just advertised. The bath tissue and paper towels were on sale for $2.99. They were a limit of 2. Now, I'm not sure if it was a limit of 2 toilet papers and 2 paper towels, or a limit of 2 in total. I think it's a limit of 2 in total. So I just went ahead, picked up 1 toilet paper, 1 paper towel. They had, again, additional $1 off coupons. Again, potentially you could get those for $1.99. I got my paper towels for that price and the toilet paper for $2.99. Still $3 for toilet paper for a 12-pack and $3 for paper towels for a 6-pack is a really good price. Again, getting them a little bit cheaper than that. I have probably not since like at least the last decade seen paper towels or toilet paper for $1.99. So again, if your coupons do wind up coming off, that's awesome. Like I was saying too, my paper towel coupon, I know for sure that one did wind up coming off. I saw that. Then what they also had was they had Tony's water, the 24-pack. That was on sale for $1.99 with a limit of 4. That was a really awesome sale for what's it called, bottled water. And we don't use bottled water all that much because we do have our Brita filter, but like when people are leaving, like when my dad goes to work, he will wind up bringing like a couple water bottles with him. Again, when Jack goes to school and stuff like that, sometimes he'll bring water bottles or whatever. So again, when we leave the house, we'll use water bottles, but when we're home, we'll wind up using our Brita filter. And still, even too, like I will sometimes wind up filling up my reusable water bottle with Brita water and then just taking it with me or whatever. And Jack does that a lot of the times too. We do wind up using more of the bottled water when we're leaving the house. So these will last us most likely a pretty long time. And then we also picked up, like I was saying, the bakery bread. Those were on sale for 99 cents. It was a limit of 2. They also had the big 30-ounce things of black beans, and I think it was also pinto beans. We use black beans the most. They were on sale for 99 cents, so I went ahead and picked up 4 of those. They were a limit of 4. And then also too, they had the Hormel Black Label bacon. These were on sale for $2.99 when you bought 2. So you had to buy 2 to get them at that price. I did. Both of mine came up at that price, which is also a really good price for bacon. I think all these prices are around $3.50 or $4 at least. Might even be more. So again, that was a good deal. And also too, the Crocus Polish ham was on sale for $2.99 a pound, and we got about 1.5 pounds for $4.71. This is the only deli meat we got this week. And again too, when I do that egg bake, I might add a little bit of ham in there too, so I want to make sure we had some extras for sandwiches for this week. And then also too, they had the pasta was on sale for 49 cents. It was a limit of 6. I do need some more spaghetti, so I went ahead and picked up 3 things of spaghetti and just a variety of the other kind. They also had the tomatoes. Those were on sale for I think it was 49 cents a pound. And we picked up about 1.5 pounds. I think it was a limit of like 5 or 10 pounds or something like that. So I was definitely under that. But we ended up paying, it was $1.43, and then 72 cents ended up coming off because they originally ring up at 99 cents. So that if you buy over the limit, that's what you'll be charged after the, like I said, either 5 or 10 pounds, whatever it was. So that's when, like I said, the 72 cents came off, so it was like 72 or so cents, since it was like half off. And then, like I was saying too, with the potatoes, those were supposed to be $1.99 for the 10-pound bag. Again, I think that they came up at $5.99, but then the $2 coupon, that's what I'm seeing, came off. So I think that I was actually charged $3.99 for them. Like I said, it's not that horrible of a deal, especially since mostly everything else looks like it came up at the right price. And like I said too, I could just be missing that because there's a lot of stuff on my receipts. And then also too, the green grapes, those are on sale for 99 cents a pound. Originally they will ring up at $1.99. I think these might have been a limit of 5 and the tomatoes were a limit of 10, but I got about 2.5 pounds, a little over that. So I believe I was charged about $2.57, right around there. I'm just taking that because that's what it takes off, because they're $1.99, so half of that, like I said, would be around around $2.57 for it. I'm not entirely sure because, like I said, it takes it off. It rings up at the one, you know, so it's $5.11 and then it took off the $2.72 or whatever, or $2.57. So like I said, I think that was around that same price. And then also the chicken breast, that was on sale for 99 cents. I got about 5 pounds, almost 6 pounds for $5.64. So I'm not sure exactly how many chicken breasts are in there, but we'll go for making probably a couple dinners with that for a really good price. They actually, this was the one thing that they were kind of low on. They only had, I think, 3 packages. So we got very close to almost not getting them, but they were restocking stuff. Like there was also only a couple of the breads left when I first went in. Like my dad was at the deli and I went over to the bakery. I picked up 2 of them and they only had like 5 left. And then I saw they were coming up with a big thing right around the corner when I was actually grabbing them. So they were restocking, like those were like the fresh ones. And then they also had the I saw another person was like taking, or it might have been the same person, was restocking them, I think by the front of the store, like they had them advertised, because they had the bread too, was also in the front of the store. So I think that was everything that we ended up picking up. Like I said, it was just a little over 50 bucks. We potentially could have been under 50. Like I said, I think if those other things might have come up at the right price. Like I said, I'm not completely sure if they didn't or not, because like I said, it's a long list and everything is kind of like all over the place. Like where the coupon actually takes off is like at like the bottom of the section, but then like the weird thing is that they ring up the black, or the blueberries are like towards the bottom of the produce section of the thing, but then the coupon for it's like in the middle. So like I said, I don't know, it's kind of all over the place, but it looks like everything, like I said, came up at the right price, which is awesome. So let me share with you guys also too what we ended up picking up at Caputo's. So right over here, this is what we ended up picking up from Caputo's, not the 7-Up that was just sitting there. Just ended up picking up these 5 items. They ended up costing us $11.56, and we ended up saving saving $4.48. So we ended up getting the eggs. They were $3.49. Like they said they were a limit of 4, but then when I went into the store they actually said a limit of 2, so I was only planning on getting 2 anyway, but they were $6.98, which is still, I know Walmart's price for like their cheapest eggs is like $6.99 I think for an 18 count, so I got an extra 6 for you know, pretty much the same price. So I think that was a pretty good deal. Again, you know, eggs are very expensive right now, but this was still a fairly good deal. And then again, considering the circumstances, again, I was always used to paying 99 cents and less for my eggs, but right now I will take anything that's at least cheaper than the cheapest place I can get it and go ahead and pick them up. So that was pretty good. Cantaloupe was $2 and we got that. Again, I'm probably going to do that with like the breakfast for dinner when I do it. And then lettuce was 99 cents and the romaine lettuce was $1.50, which I have not seen romaine lettuce go on sale hardly at all recently. Like I would say in the last like year or 2 years, honestly, I've hardly seen romaine lettuce, like a 3-pack go on sale for anything less than like $3. So that's why I've been sticking to mainly iceberg lettuce, and that's normally what my mom especially likes too. I like romaine lettuce more, but sometimes I will do like a mix when we wind up doing our salads if I can get a deal on them, and since I hadn't been buying it, but now that we did, I can do that. So again, that was everything at Caputo's. I didn't tell you guys too what we ended up saving at Tony's, so I'm not completely sure that I told you guys what we saved at Tony's. It was $52.10. We ended up saving $97.28 for all these items, which I think is super awesome. We almost had $100 in savings, and again, to the $3, like I said, that was the difference. It probably would have been, we only ended up paying about 1/3 of what the grocery price of these items would have cost at this store, which again is super amazing. You know, like I said, almost $100 worth of savings for $50 worth of groceries, which like I said was really awesome, especially too getting meat, getting you know, again, more meat up there too with the bacon and the deli meats, getting some other like pantry stables, you know, kind of things. And then even too the potatoes and getting fresh produce and getting, you know, again, some staple paper products and, you know, bread, like that kind of stuff, just like more staples, you know, in the pantry, and butter, and again with the bread, that kind of stuff, for like I said, 50 bucks, I thought was really, really awesome. And again too, looking at it, like all these items were like cheaper than again too, like the what's it called, the noodles and that kind of stuff is like, I can't get that cheaper at Aldi or Walmart or anything like that. So if I can get it cheaper at the grocery store, I'll go ahead and stock up and, you know, go to their limit, which was, like I said, a lot on, you know, most of the items. Everything I think I bought pretty much had like a limit of whatever, you know. And again too, with like the black beans, that's the same thing too. Like these big, I know at Aldi, I just saw the price when me and my mom stopped the other day, the 79 cents for the regular can, it was 99 cents for the organic. So I got for 30 ounces, which is a much bigger can, 99 cents. That's only about a 20-cent difference from their regular cans, which I think is awesome. So and we again use black beans a lot more and a lot more frequently in what we end up cooking. So that was really awesome. Like I said, with all those deals, I'm super excited about Tony's. I hope that they continue and still have like pretty good sales. Obviously their grand opening sale is going to be really, really super cheap, you know, stuff to try and get people to, you know, come in for the grand opening and everything like that. But again, on top of that, I'm hoping that they have some, you know, really good sales and, you know, couponing deals and things like that. And we noticed that while it was over construction and they switched to Tony's, they had a lot of pretty good sales, you know, again, that I noticed through the holidays and things like that as well. But I'm hoping that they keep up with that, you know, coupons and, you know, their store sales and things like that as well, because this was a super awesome time to go ahead and stock up and pick up a bunch of these things that, like I said, will be stocked up in for a good amount of time. So anyways, that was what we ended up getting from those stores. I'm going to get all this stuff put away now, and I think we are going to get to some attic work. I also need coffee because I have not had any. I think that's why I've been fumbling around with my words so much right now, but like I said, I'm going to get all this stuff put away. Well guys, I'm going to take a shower now and get to bed. I finished up my jewel list, which I actually hadn't finished earlier in the week, so I finished that. I ended up making the split pea soup for dinner, and Jack and my dad actually really liked it. We had some leftover chicken broth that was in the refrigerator that my mom used the other day for one of the meals that she was making, and she didn't end up using it all, and we've got like no room in the fridge, so I was like, oh, you add a little bit of this, so it wasn't like too thick, like it was a little bit you know, like not watered down, but you know, like a little thinner. And so I ended up doing that. Plus with those chicken breasts, I also ended up making 5 like freezer meal kind of out of them. I ended up doing 2 chicken noodle soups, which I just cut up. I threw the chicken breast in there, I cut up carrots and celery, and I added the spices to it, and then I added like a little bit of chicken broth to it just to kind of cover like the like spices, so that they're not like, because when I go to defrost it, they'll get stuck to the bag, so I like it to be like still kind of frozen, like it's like one solid chunk kind of. And so if like, you know, I go to take it out while it's still frozen and there wasn't like any liquid for it to like stick to, if that makes sense, then a lot of times it doesn't wind up like all like kind of coming out of the bag when I go to like add it to the slow cooker. So I ended up doing 2 of those and finished using up that whole thing of chicken broth, because the whole carton, she only needed like a half of a cup or something like that. So, and we don't have any cans, so I was like, how can I get creative and kind of use this up? So again, I add a little extra chicken broth to that split pea soup. I ended up finishing, like I said, made 2 freezer dinners of the chicken noodle soup that I added that to, used it up. Then I froze 1 pound of chicken breast just for myself to use, not for myself, but like for like a dinner to use, that I don't have any purpose for specifically, but just so that I have it, so I can be like, oh, I'm gonna do this with it or that with it or whatever. And then I froze 2 chicken breasts, like about a pound each, for my mom to use for dinners as well. She's actually kind of stocked in chicken breast, which is funny because when, like, at the beginning of the year, she had, like, I think 2 chicken breasts and, like, a ton of ground beef. Now it's, like, the opposite. She only has a little bit of ground beef left and a lot of chicken, because we've been getting a lot of good deals on chicken breast and not so much on ground beef. So, like I said, you know, I might need to kind of start looking for a deal on some of that as well. But as far as the chicken goes, we're really good. We got stocked up in that, which is awesome. So like you guys saw in the haul from today as well. And then we ended up doing a little bit more attic work today, and kind of cleaning that out. And like I was saying too, I also finished my what's it called, my grocery list from for Jewel for tomorrow. So we're gonna just go there, because I told you guys how me and my mom were out running errands earlier in the week. We ended up stopping at Aldi, so I just picked up the actual couple things that I kind of needed that were on the list anyway, so I don't have that to share with you guys, and I won't in tomorrow's vlog because we're not going there. So it's just going to be, like I said, just Jewel tomorrow. So that's really awesome. You know, and I'm looking at Jewel, like, most likely if we are, you know, at the budget that I estimated and everything works out to be, you know, the right price and all of that, we should be most likely under budget for this week, which would be really awesome. So that'd be really cool, even too with like what we spent at Myers, and today at Tony's and Caputo's, and then tomorrow at Jewel. We still should be under budget for everything, I think, most likely. So anyways, though, I will share with you guys that all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.